The Moto Guzzi V100 Mandello is a new sports tourer from Italy. The machine has been completely redeveloped and breaks with some old Guzzi traditions, e.g. by water cooling and changed cylinder position. Whether the V100 still feels like Guzzi, Volker and Dietmar found out during a rather foggy test drive. Volker first kneels down in front of this monument of a motorcycle, but then comes back to his senses and pushes the V100 into position. In fact, we have not been looking forward to a test for a long time, although the temperatures today are only just over 0 degrees, and it is also very foggy. No matter, sometimes the weather plays a minor role, especially when your heart warms up with anticipation before the ride. We are testing the standard V100, which is available in red and white. The V100S with the semi-active chassis is available in gray and green, also very chic. However, the S costs a whopping €2,500 extra at €18,000. In addition to the Öhlins SmartEC 2.0 suspension, there is also a quickshifter, heated grips, a tire pressure monitoring system and the smartphone connection called MIA, including the possibility of placing navigation on the display. Except for the semi-active suspension, these options can also be booked individually with the standard V100, and there are also a lot of accessories such as a case set, top case, main stand. This is how it sits on the V100, plenty of space for driver and front passenger and slightly forward inclined seating position. The seat height of the V100 is moderate at 815 mm. If you want to sit higher or lower, you will find corresponding benches in the accessories. We found the seat height to be perfectly suitable, the ascent and descent is possible without dislocation, and also the triangle between footrests, handlebar grips and seat is perfect for us. You don't sit quite as upright as on a V85 TT, but tilted a little bit forward, a bit sportier. The passenger also has enough space and finds reasonable grab handles that fit so far. The shunting is okay, but with 233 kilograms the V100 is not exactly a lightweight. This does not matter while driving, but it does when stationary.
Drei, zwei, eins, 0. Ja, der geht aber richtig anständig ab.
The technical equipment of the V100 is excellent. As standard, there is a lean angle sensor system including multiple traction control and cornering ABS from Continental, cruise control, ride-by-wire, for driving modes, rain, road, sport and tour, a motor tow control, a very easy-to-read 5-inch TFT color display, USB port under the seat and an electronically adjustable windscreen. In addition, the V100 also has flaps attached to the side of the tank, which automatically extend when driving faster and thus provide even better wind and weather protection for the lower lateral area. Frankly, we think this is dispensable, but it's a unique gimmick that no other machine offers. Of course, you can also set the speed at which the flaps should go out and when they want to retract. Guzzi also has the lighting equipment. The V100 has full LED including daytime running lights and turn signals, even a cornering light is included as standard. Very nice is the design of the daytime running lights in Guzzi Adler shape, and also the separate switch for switching TFL and low beam has caught our eye. In the event of a strong braking maneuver, the hazard warning lights start automatically. What a sight! Exposed rear wheel thanks to aluminium single-sided swing arm. Before we go on the track, we listen reverently to the wonderful V2 sound from the beautifully designed bag with twin tailpipe. Wonderfully bassy and sonorous, the V100 bubbles in front of it. Moto Guzzi fans will lie down with sheer happiness. By the way, other testers attested to the V100's rather quiet sound, but fortunately we can't confirm that. On the contrary, the engine is always clearly audible, and that's a good thing. Already on the first meter, no matter what the weather, a wondrous being at home feeling sets in. The V100 is very harmoniously and homogeneously tuned. Seat ergonomics, performance, sound and chassis simply fit together perfectly. The gearbox is, typical Italian, cold, still a bit shaky, but then quickly becomes smooth. The gears can be engaged fluffy, and we do not miss the quickshifter missing on the standard V100 at all. On the contrary, we want to clutch, shift gears and rule and not break any lap records with this breed bike. The chassis is quite tight and sporty tuned, without getting on the driver's nerves. Thanks to the weight of 233 kilograms ready to drive, the V100 calmly copes with road unevenness and makes a very confident impression. It is agile enough to swing quickly around the curves. Special praise goes to the M4.32 brakes from Brembo. They go directly and quite snappy to work, but are still well dosed. The ABS control intervals are rather short, and thanks to the cornering ABS you always have the feeling that you can decelerate the load in any situation without an accident. If you were afraid that the V100 would no longer feel like Guzzi due to the many innovations, we can calm you down. You immediately have this familiar Guzzi feeling when starting due to the striking shaking movements. First gear, clong, and a small hop forward signal to the driver, I'm done, we're ready to go. And the engine has plenty of pressure. Above all, the early torque brings enormous fun on the country road. But even when unscrewing a lot is possible, the engine willingly goes to the gas and does not complain even at 7,000 RPM. The V100 has 115 horsepower, and that's exactly how it feels, always enough power, but no surface-to-ground missile, but it doesn't want to be that at all. The service intervals of the V100 are 12,000 kilometers, that's okay. The warranty is for long years, which is very okay. Competitors include the BMW R1250 RS, the Suzuki GSX-S 1000 GT, the Kawasaki Ninja 100 SX and the Ducati Supersport 950. The new V100 from Moto Guzzi is a very well-equipped sports tourer with many strengths and few weaknesses. It is beguilingly beautiful and fortunately has not lost the typical Guzzi character despite all the changes.